Good morning, everybody. Troy from the Do-It-Yourself world. Some may notice it's getting better and better and better out here. We're getting a very, very beautiful looking cleaned up yard. We also have diminished wood piles. It has been wintry cold. We actually have snow coming again Monday and Tuesday in May. Around here, okay, I don't, in my life, remember ever seeing snow in May. So, I know right now some people have it way more than we do, and some people normally get snow in May, but not really here. So, we're still heating full time, which I've never in my life had full-time heat in May. So, anyway, we burnt quite a bit of firewood. We have burnt a lot. Melanie and Michelle have been raking up the tree bark piles. You can see little piles of sawdust, which is going to be great for the soil. That is awesome fertilizer. You can see little sawdust piles all over where I did my work. And you can see areas where it's darker where the logs were. But all that's going to add value to the soil for later. That's going to break down and fertilize the soil. We've been working here. I'm cleaning up this whole area. That is, I don't even remember what was there now. That was a pile of tree bark, I think, where we had run some logs. Here is where all that elm and oak was that Chris and I did years ago. And we're finally cleaning up the last of the tree bark off the ground here. And over here, we have firewood. People were worried about us running out of firewood and wondering why I'm not stressed about it. Because we got firewood everywhere. It got snowed in, but there's piles of stuff I'm still working on. There's still firewood here. We got it. We're picking at it. Now that it's thawed out, we're picking at it and getting all this out of here. That's some of that elm. We're still burning elm in our wood stove from 2 years ago. Of course, it's not our primary fuel, but that was a lot of wood. And we're down to a little bit here. I'm going to process the rest of these up finally. We've got some trees here. Now that we can get a path to here, we can get these out. Got some pine. I got to get these split and get them out of here. My carport has biodegraded, and that is very annoying. So I'm throwing out buckets of nuts and bolts on the ground to dry, and it's raining. But they're filling up with water. All my stuff is filled with water. That biodegraded very rapidly. Like, once it decided to go, it's absolutely disintegrating right now. I don't think stuff like that should be biodegradable. I find that annoying. I know saving the planet and all that, but you would think if that was made for long term, it would be better, in my opinion. Maybe I'm stupid. I know a lot are going to agree that I'm stupid. Here's some more elm. There's a couple pieces of oak in here, but I might run that on the mill because that's got a crook in it. That might be beautiful. I'm not sure. There's a nice chunk of elm I'm going to run on the mill. And I might even run this one on the mill because it's got a crook in it. There's some more pieces of elm firewood. I mean, we've got a lot. We're getting it, though. We are really getting it cleaned up. So, a few more days to a week or so, and we'll get that done. There is a piece that I want to... That has been one I've been saving. Anybody got suggestions on how I should best open that up on the mill? I don't want to lose this curved lip. I think that's got a natural beauty to it here, and I don't think that should be harmed in any way. But we've got this flaking wood in here that needs to be dealt with. But I think that there is a very unique and special piece. See that curved lip here? I just don't want to ruin that. So I haven't done anything with that yet. And then it flows over this way some more. If anybody into woodworking, I'll probably put a a video on Country Wood Products too to get more opinions. And over here it just splinters it all over the place because that's where the tree had broken. And that's horribly splintered up in here. But this down here just has a natural beauty. I'm going to figure something out with that one. And here's something amazing. I got a free heavy duty metal grate from an old wood boiler. This is about 1 inch thick and it is heavy. And I got a source for clay, free clay and free bricks. I am going to be making a forge very soon. And this is the ultimate grate for a forge. That is so thick and so heavy duty. I will be making a forge. I'm going to learn knife making and tool making my own self. It goes very well with my smelting furnace, which I hope to get going soon. With the cold weather, I don't want to use that in the really cold and rain all the time. It rains almost every day. And I don't have a shelter to do it in right now. So that's the only thing putting me off. But this is incredibly exciting for me. Junk to some, awesomely exciting to me. And even out here, my nasty hidden little secret corner that only the drones knew about, this is getting cleaned up. This is all me. I've been doing this, working at this heavily. Here was a pile of slabs, 8 feet tall. It was a huge, and that pile of slabs went from back there to the fence all the way out to here. This pile was a nightmare. It was all extras, stuff that I couldn't use in my fencing or for other projects that I had eventually wanted to run on my saw, which I had started a video on and then stopped because I figured I never finished that video. I was using the saw and I was cutting firewood for slabs last year and it was working well, but people were having fits about me cutting body parts off on video, so although it would make good video, wouldn't it? But anyway, I just stopped making that video, and then I'm just not comfortable with an antique saw blade spinning next to me. Just not really fun thought, so I put that aside. Anyway, I have this Sawbuck that I showed on Country Wood Products, and I'll put the link down below because this, I paid $42 for the Sawbuck, made an extension on it, and this is the ultimate firewood making tool. With my chainsaw, I can cut 8 slabs at a time, and I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cuts. 6 pieces, 6 times 8. Oh my head, I need coffee. I think that's 48 pieces in one pass, and that is really incredibly awesome. I can process a face cord in a half hour if I'm pushing myself of slab wood, and that's picking and sorting. So just that's all that's left. That is so awesome. And so my elm, those are the slabs I cut last year and I showed on video. That's gone. I'm slowly clearing out this whole corner so now I can get those up. Those went out yesterday or the day before. I don't know. I'll get those up. I've used all my 2x4s so I can clear up these 2 pallets. So I've got a huge area in here that's going to be free and clear. Very nice. Very, very good. We're getting there. And then my tractors will be up here out of the yard. And there are some slabs. That is going to be bundled for campfire wood. I am getting prepared. I got some more under there. It's bad weather, so I've got everything covered. I've got some more here. I've got some put away high and dry. I've got some bundles made up. I have not done the video yet because I'm still learning and made myself a bundler, and I haven't done my video, which I will do for that on Country Wood Products. I made myself a firewood bundler, which works for normal firewood, like oak firewood or sawmill slabs. And once I get comfortable with and get a routine down, what works best, I'll be doing a video on that on Country Wood Products. But all the slabs are going up here, high and dry, and getting ready for sale. Campfire wood. And the great thing about that is, what we don't sell, we can burn. There's no problem with that. And that, I don't know yet. I'm going to definitely do a video on country wood products because I have so many pieces sitting around that I am going to be making into furniture somehow, sometime. I'm going to do another video about my pieces because I have a lot of pieces I'm going to be processing. And I'm going to be doing some heavy processing this weekend. So stay tuned for that over there. And this is exciting, guys. I know, it's just a broken ladder to you. One man's junk is another man's treasure. I got this for free this weekend. Weekend? Where am I? Oh, it wasn't weekend. I got this for free. And I had intended to get this for melting in my furnace because it's been cut and it's used as a ladder. I'm thinking, awesome, it's free. There's good aluminum there, high grade aluminum there, which I'll be able to use. And so I brought it home. Well, I had this other ladder here, which I got last year, and I got that for free, and it's a big extension ladder, okay? And the problem with that one, I was going to use that as a straight edge for my Alaskan sawmill, but it is bent up. I didn't know it at the time when I grabbed it, but it's all bent up in all different directions. And so it was useless. So I was all bummed out. I was working on a video with the Alaskan sawmill that dead-ended at that point. And a lot of you guys will have asked me through the years, why do you start so many projects and never finish them? Well, things happen. When you're scavenging and scrounging on a low budget, things happen. So I no longer show the starts of my projects. A lot of them, I start a project on a separate video and I just never share it. So that's why you don't see a lot of videos from me either. There's a lot of unfinished projects. So either you get a bunch of started projects that I don't finish for whatever reason and you get mad at me, or I don't release many videos because I'm still working on those clips and you get mad at me. So anyway, this ladder will now be used in the furnace. That's a lot of metal for melting into cool stuff that I can sell. This ladder, I found out this morning, is a straight edge. I now have the straight edge for my sawmill. That is really cool. As long as it's 8 feet. I'm going to have to measure it and see because it's bashed in right there. I hope it's at least 8 feet. I really hope it's 8 feet between where it's bashed here and where it's cut here. If I've got 8 foot long, I've got a straight edge for my mill, and that is really, really good news. So we'll see. And out here, Melanie is taking all of the tree bark and piling it up in our walkways in our garden areas. And she has planted some seeds. Now, she's got some cold weather plants, some kale, spinach, and cabbagey things, I think, and peas. Peas like colder weather. Up there she's got Swiss chard. So she's doing something here, but so far the only thing that likes to grow right now is grass. Grass loves the raised beds because they're warmer, higher, and grass is the only thing, and that's a nightmare. I don't know how we're going to recover that bed. Grass is doing well. Grass is taking over. Grass is everywhere. We don't have a lawn yet there, but we'd have tall grasses here, so you can tell the raised beds are definitely different. So this is all the tree bark that came out of our yard everywhere has been spread out here, and we don't have anything planted yet. We can't. We still have freezing nights. So, and the trees aren't budded yet here. Now, a little further away, trees are budding and opening up nicely and beautifully, but we're in a colder spot. We're in a bit of a low area, and so it is what it is. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I just wanted to give you a summary. We've been really running hard and heavy trying to get cleaned up and trying to get switching from home heating firewood to camp firewood is a big deal, and it's a whole big unknown for me, so I'm just working hard at it. Anyway, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and stay tuned because we got some really cool stuff coming.